I think that right now it's anxiety provoking.
It's so good to see you again. I hope everything is going well with the kids being back at school. How's that been going?
It's definitely been a hectic first couple of days, but I've taken it all. I'm incredibly appreciative of all the work that's gone into getting them back to school. And I understand that there's going to be even more kinks than usual. And I'm just grateful that they have the opportunity for their social and emotional well-being. And also the fact that I am no longer their teacher.
Right. Do you feel like now you have a little bit of a chance to breathe a little bit?
I'm sure I will. I think that right now it's anxiety provoking right now. There's no question because there's so much unknown and how is it all working and, are they safe and all of that? And I'm obviously working on top of it. So I think that once the groove starts, then yes, I think there'll be a little bit of time. But then homework starts, the other part. I'm like, oh, I forgot about that again.
Right. How are they feeling about going back into the classroom?
They're excited. I mean, there's definitely anxiety. My daughter started middle school, so there's definitely a little bit of that unknown factor. And but they're very happy to see their friends and to be out of learning in the house. I think that was I think everybody did the best we could, but that was an incredibly difficult situation.
Definitely. And then, obviously with kids heading back to school, that means a lot more germs, a lot more illnesses. So what are some ways that kids can stay healthy during the school year?
So I initially in 2019 helped Lysol launch their Here for Healthy Schools program, which was all about just that subject of not just using disinfectant as a way to help protect against germs, but just really opening that bigger conversation of washing hands. And we partnered with kids thermometers, which are the smart thermometers. They give a baseline for your very close area, not realizing that then 2020 would hit and what an impact that would have. And I think about that now, talking about how cool I thought thermometers were. And now here I am in 2021, and I have to take my kid's temperature every morning and be able to send it to the school. And they have to have a baseline for what it looks like in our area. And it's amazing to think about what Lysol has done first initially, just almost being ahead of that curve and sort of foreseeing that we had to have a bigger, broader conversation about healthy habits, but they've taken it up even more now. And so this year they've decided that for every pack of Lysol disinfectant wipes that you buy, they will donate one through their Kids in Need Foundation to an underserved school, which again, I think about the fact that I'm very fortunate that we have access to ways to disinfect and to Lysol, and to think about the fact that now doing that, we can pay it forward in that way, I think is really incredible. They're going to donate up to 16 million packs.
It's amazing.
Yeah. So I'm so excited to be their partner and to be able to talk about it and share and also just communicate that with my kids. It's now become this topic for discussion. So when we're in the store, they're like, we need to get extra Lysol so that the kids can get the extra Lysol. And it becomes that broader conversation, which I think is really important right now in our world, which is how not just to protect ourselves, but how to protect those around us.
Yeah, definitely. What are some, besides Lysol, what are some other of your back to school must-haves for the kids?
A lot of masks right now. It definitely is a big one for us, right? I like them. I always tell them I take extras, change them in the day. If you get sweaty, if you get hot, better safe than sorry. So we definitely we had a larger stockpile in masks to go back.
Who's the clean freak in the house?
Oh, it's me. I've always been. I mean, I was disinfecting airplanes before it became a thing. I was always the one on the airplane, wiping down my seat and, going into a hotel. I mean, my kids always knew that even before COVID, when we would go to a hotel, mommy needs 20 minutes to Lysol the light switches and the high touch points. And, I think that's the thing too, is we have become singularly so focused on COVID that we also realize with these kids back in school, there's going to be other touch viruses that we have almost forgotten about. There really wasn't a flu season last year because nobody went anywhere. But now these kids are back, these things are going to start to show themselves again. And so just really bringing up that conversation about healthy habits and what that entails.